Hello everyone. So today I'm again on the move. I'm leaving the marina. Just departed from Curaçao Marine. Now passing here through our city harbor basically. Approaching the bridge. It's again an interesting week beginning and yeah, I'm wondering what will happen during this week. I have some little projects to do on the anchorage. I'm still planning to go to Aruba. Here you can still see the boats from Venezuela coming, bringing their goods. And here at the corner you see our customs building. That is where everyone has to pass for clearance. That is the Handelskade, the World Heritage, UNESCO World Heritage of Curaçao. So I'm now approaching the bridge and I hope they will be able to open soon. Currently it seems there is a little issue or something. Okay, so the bridge is opening. We can continue. Passing here is every time kind of a highlight. This is unique in the whole world. Bye bye Curaçao. So I'm now again on the open sea. As you can see, the sun behind me making a silver ocean. Over here it's blue. I've just realized my autopilot refuses to work again. I don't know what's this time. When I reach the anchorage I will have to check. Probably again something with the wiring. Maybe a wire got loose. I don't know. Last week it was still working. And yeah, now it doesn't. Strange stuff. So we are doing 6 knots. Just with the engine. So this is the Dreams Hotel. Over there is the beach of Piscadera Bay. That is a beach which is actually easy to reach by dinghy from the anchorage. Over there is some natural beach. Yeah, so today is a Monday, everything is relaxed and quiet, not many people. This here is a restaurant where they serve fresh fish. It's really cool. Lots of nature. The only boat, the whole anchorage empty. No one here. I don't understand, it's so beautiful, so quiet, so nice. I wish the water would be clear, then it would be really amazing. But yeah, unfortunately that's not the case. But still, it's so beautiful here, I really like it. The view is just great. So here I am at the anchorage. That is, over there is the marina. And yeah, it's nice, quiet. Unfortunately, brown water. That's the only thing that I am not so really happy. But yeah, never mind, it's okay. As long as I can stay here and do some little work, it's all fine. Time to clear the boat a little bit, open all the hatches, get in some air. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock now, so the whole day is in front of me, basically. So I just analyzed my autopilot. It seems it's only the button that is a problem. It really needs like a bit more attention or more pressing, but if I do that one, it works. Yeah, so it's only the auto button that is a bit problem. Yeah, it really needs to push and then find the spot. I've spent some days now here in this anchorage and I really enjoyed. I had some chance to do some small projects, fix some little things. I did also my anchor locker cover. It's now almost ready. Let me show you. So, and I'm actually ready to leave because, you know, so this is my anchor locker cover here. Yeah, that's how it is. What I still want to do is cover all this with smoke. Yeah, today is really gusting. It's interesting because according to the windy app, it should be a calm day, and I was planning to use this chance to switch to Spanish waters for one night, because tomorrow I have the plan to go to Bonaire. Yes, now why Bonaire? So I have learned if I since my time on this island is now coming to an end and I'm filling 6 months, I have to leave the island. Yeah, these are interesting rules, but yeah, these rules are there, so I have to do something about. And I learned that if I leave the island for 1 day or 2 days and I come back to the island, I can stay again another 6 months. So since my project is going a little bit very different way than I actually planned, that is now quite convenient for me, and I decided to do exactly that. And tomorrow is supposed to be a day with very, very light wind. So that would give me a great opportunity to get to Bonaire and check in Bonaire, stay for 1 night, and then travel back to Curaçao. And yeah, to get basically a new period of 6 months allowance to stay in the country. It's actually not about me, it's about the boat. For me personally, it's no problem. I'm permanent here, but yeah, the boat has to get out and has to come back. Actually, I was ready to leave this anchorage and sail up to Spanish waters, which is about 15 miles from here, roughly. But yeah, right now the wind is gusting. I don't know. It was not predicted like that. And I prepared already. I have the boat ready to leave, and I wanted to pull up my anchor, and I have gust with 25 knots. So I decided to wait a little bit longer and yeah, and see, because in the afternoon the wind's supposed to die, and if it doesn't, I won't travel to Bonaire anyway with these conditions. It makes no sense. So then I prefer just to wait and use another weather window. So I'm almost reaching Spanish water. Over there you can see already, this is Spanish water. This is a exploration ship or something, I don't know. And then it's just a little bit further is the corner, the entry to Spanish waters. Yeah, it went so far okay. Actually easier than I expected. And I'm happy to reach this area. And if everything goes well, I'm going to continue tomorrow morning to Bonaire. And yeah, meanwhile the sea is flattened, and I hope it will be even more calm tomorrow. Would be great. Yeah, and one major thing I'm really happy about is my autopilot. It's working. It did, at least till now, the whole way. and that's a huge relief. I don't need to be all the time at the helm, can just move around a little bit, sit a little bit more comfortable. It's great. I'm happy about that. So things don't always go how we plan. I've reached Spanish water. I was rushing to be here on time, and I docked right at the pier for the immigration and customs. And I went there. It was still on time, but their system didn't work today. So they had some issues. They were able to process all the documents, but couldn't print. And without print, I couldn't leave. So I'm now in Spanish water, dropped my anchor here, and have to go back tomorrow morning and hope that everything will work, and then start my journey much later than I wanted to. My plan was to leave about 7 o'clock in the morning, so I would have the whole time to reach Bonaire on time. Now this doesn't work, so the immigration officer is back at 10 o'clock. That means I have to get there at 10 and then do my paperwork and then leave for Bonaire. I will see how that works, if I will be there still then on time. I actually don't like that situation, but yeah, it's not always going as planned. So now I'm enjoying the evening in Spanish water. This is also funny, look at this. These are sailors here, and they go so close to the boats. I mean, why would one do that? That's insane. Why would one do that? But yeah, anyway, some people are just weird. Alright, so yeah, this will be now a night in Spanish water, and tomorrow leaving for Bonaire, hopefully. What an amazing sunset, isn't it? So I managed to leave Curaçao. It took a little bit longer, as usual. Like a little bit more than half an hour just to finish the documents. Yeah, this is just time you need to calculate when you are traveling. So I'm now on my way to Bonaire, a little bit late, and I'll see how that will work out. I hope to reach there safely. At least the sea is very calm. There's very little wind, and yeah, but still I have around 35 miles to go, so that's quite a long distance for leaving so late. But yeah, there was no other option except of leaving tomorrow, but tomorrow the weather will be different, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to make this trip, and yeah, hope to be back in Curaçao in 2 days. Yeah, and over there is Curaçao in the distance, as you can see. But this cloud is impressive. It's a huge one. Look at this. Beautiful. Yeah, so this time it's a very different journey than my first one when I was coming with a boat from Bonaire to Curaçao when I just bought it. I mean, now the autopilot is working. I don't have much to do. I'm just chilling out, so to say, and of course observing everything and looking, but I don't need to steer. It's much more relaxed, and all the electronics are working. I have my navigation system, so it's not necessary to guess around where I am. Of course, the other time I just use Google Maps just to see my position. I mean, this is basically straightforward. Just one line from Bonaire down till you see Curaçao, and then you just sail along the coast. So it's not a real magic. You don't need much of electronics for that. But if I just compare, I also have now my shade, my Bimini, I don't need to sit in the sun, so it's really much better, improved a lot, and yeah, it's much more enjoyable. I'm quite happy about that. Even I still have a long way to go to have the boat really in that condition how I would like to have it, but I'm getting there slowly. Yeah, just upgrading the things that are still missing and improving, and yeah, it's not so very far anymore. It feels like a little bit on the finishing line, and I hope when I return from Bonaire back in Curaçao I will have again some time where I can just work on my boat. I'm observing the ocean. Lots of seagulls are here suddenly. To my port and starboard side, and it's very calm. Look at this water. It's really calm. Nice. A beautiful day. So the only thing I'm missing today till now are the dolphins. Over there in the distance is Bonaire. Currently also experienced some thunderstorm. I've just seen a lightning striking. But this is the northern part of Bonaire. Curaçao is also still visible. Today is a little bit better visibility. And very calm sea. So till now everything is great. So Bonaire is welcoming me with a nice rainbow. This on the side is Little Bonaire, in the front is Kralendijk, and I have about 40 minutes to go, and like 4 miles. So I finally arrived in Bonaire. This is the place. Anyway, I hope it will fresh up a little bit, and will be cool to have a little breeze for the night, because now the boat is really hot. Everything is hot inside. So I'm taking a walk through streets of Bonaire, going to customs, immigration for clearance, clear in, clear out, and yeah, the waterfront restaurant. Over there is my boat. Not a bad place for having dinner. So I'm done with customs and immigration. Now I got like an hour to clear everything and to leave. And you can see all the beautiful weather and colors. The colors of Bonaire, and over there is my boat. Over there is Anima, waiting to travel back to Curaçao. So I'm on my way back to Curaçao. Bye bye Bonaire. There's Bonaire in the background. The night on the mooring was okay. Yeah, the boat was safe, of course, but I didn't sleep well. It is very close to the city, and lots of noise, motorcycles passing the whole day, the whole night, almost till early morning hours, and yeah, it was quite a noisy night. So I'm happy to go back, and I'm looking forward for my quiet anchorage in Curaçao. So I did about 8 miles, almost 7.7, and it's interesting. I'm observing my track, and I have a heading of 240 degrees, but my course over ground is almost 250 degrees. That means I have a 10 degrees, that's me pushing away from my course due to current. That's quite interesting. Today, of course, is not so calm anymore as it was yesterday. We have a little bit of waves coming. It's not much, still quite easy going, but the wind has increased and it's much more shaking than yesterday. But yeah, I cannot complain. It's I've done this trip, my very first trip, and it was really rough conditions. And no electronics, no autopilot, so this time it's kind of, it feels like vacation. I have my autopilot running and everything is showing, my position is showing, so it's quite okay. So I'm approaching Curaçao. Over there is the lighthouse, the shipwreck. I see several masts of other sailboats. I'm just coming around the northern cap of Curaçao, because yeah, the current is going to the north. Just for safety reasons, I'm passing north. Yes, so this is the tourist destination for both trips in Curaçao. It's quite full, and I see, due to the wind direction, it's quite rolly. So I don't think I will stay today, and it's even quite full. I mean, many of these will leave soon, but yeah, if I could get a buoy, it would be okay, but I don't want to anchor here in this wind. And it's gusting really, 20 knots, blowing 20 knots right now. Maybe I have to visit another day during the week when it's less busy. So I've decided to leave and not stay here. First of all, it's quite gusty and it's quite full, and getting a good anchorage is a little bit tricky, and especially me with my manual anchor. I just don't want the hassle at this point. This one is pushing against the waves. So I'm now entering Strike Bay. This is a small channel here, and this is a lagoon where I am planning to stay for the night. That's the small lagoon here. As you can see, plenty of space. I dropped my hook. It's about 7.5 meters deep over here. So I put some chain and maybe around 30 meters, and then try to check if it's holding. It was really holding well, so I'll probably stay for the night. Hopefully, I hope no one will send me away, and then go to clearance tomorrow morning, because clearance is just around the corner. You just leave the lagoon at the entry of Spanish water, which is just right next. Spanish water is just right next to this lagoon here, and at the entry of Spanish water is the customs and immigration office. So I would do the clearance there and then go out again and go back to my other anchorage, around 10 miles to my other anchorage, and then I'm good, fine. So this is it. It's an amazing place. It's really very beautiful. So I've just taken a swim and I'm refreshed. Now I'm going to cook my dinner, and call it a day. And with that, that's a nice ending for this week's episode. It's now coming anyway to an end, so it was a very busy week for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, give me a like, comment, share, subscribe if you didn't subscribe yet, and I hope there will be some nice trips in the future. But first I have to go back to my anchorage and continue with some work and do some projects and keep improving this little boat. So yeah, till next time, and all the best. Thank you. Bye bye.